Hi everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed. Hope you're all doing well. I've popped back on with another little video for you from the Christmas Advent calendar for Junk Journal Fix with Sunflower Indoors. It's the hashtag JJF 2024 Christmas Advent and I'm on day 7. It's a bit late going out, but I did do all the prep, so I thought I'd share it anyway. So hopefully you'll enjoy this one. It's day 7, which is create something inspired by others. And I watched Cara Renee from Be Reborn Art and Healing, and she was inspired. I think it was Amanda from Scrummy Mummy, and these are fantastic. I got a little carried away, as you can see, because I was enjoying it so much. So I just wanted to come on and show you those really, and how to do them really quick. And as you can see, they are so quick to do. This was a little Christmas one that I did, and it was just really to show you that you can do them in any size. So if you've got scrap pieces of paper, you can make these, which is just fabulous. This was a little 6x6 papers that I had, and it creates this little darling of a thing. And it's got 4 pockets, 4 waterfall pockets. She's only done it recently, but I'll attach her video down below because it is quite good. And it's got so much writing space in it. It's just great. I just absolutely love them. So I created them. I just got all of my papers, my A4 papers that I've got extra printed from different kits. And I thought, let's just create something and see where we go. So, and I love this one. It's a bit grungy, this one. So, I mean, it's got 2 tags in the back of the first envelope. And then you've got all that writing space there. It's got another 2 tags in this one with writing space on the back and some more space there for writing on. 2 more in that one and more space for writing on, and then a large card I'm off screen, and a large card in the back of there. Now, I haven't backed this one because it was just too pretty. So I just love the way they come out, and that can just get stuck onto a page, and this would be your waterfall. I would literally just put some ribbon underneath when you stick it down, just as a closure. You can either do it this way or that way. And I just think they're fab. I mean, they just come out so nice, and you can put other things in this one. There's a library card there, but there's so much writing space on them. It's just a great addition to any journal. And I really enjoyed making these. This one I did with the middle pocket as being a vellum pocket. So I haven't put writing space on these because you can see through the pockets, and I just love that idea. I think that's super cool. And then on these tags here, I literally just dibby-dabbied some papers and made a couple of tags just to match because I hadn't got anything else in this kit. But I love it. Just a little note. And you just decorate it up however you want to. Just stick some oddments of papers down and you get rid of so much ephemera. You create a huge amount of writing space, and that can go on any page you want. And you can have several. And as I say, I made these in just an evening sitting watching TV. I'll show you that one last because I've done it slightly different. But they're just so super cool. These A4 ones are really quite handy. And and you'll all recognise that from the book thing. And on this one here, I literally I've just released the video for these triangle type pocket things that I did, and I thought, well, you could do something similar to that. So I literally have just made the first few pockets with a triangle on the front, just as a different dimension to it, and it's worked great. And the pockets are still fabulous. But I love the way they've come out. I would put tabs probably on here, but you can embellish it as much or as little as you want. So I'm going to show you how a quick and easy way to do that and you could make them up ready to decorate, to be honest, and stick them in your stash for a later date. I'll leave. So what we need is some A4 sheets. Now, these papers are from last year and they were just in my stash. You do need to consider the direction of your papers because obviously, but a lot of it is covered, and if you embellish quite heavily, it's covered anyway. So I never really worried about that. So what I've done is I've paired a few pieces up together, but you can do them out of anything. I just decided that I'd go through the Christmas stuff that I've got already printed off rather than do any extra printing. So what we're going to do first, you need 2 sheets of A4 paper or whatever paper you're using, your scraps, anything. They just need to be both the same size. It's just easier to show you on the A4. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to make a 1/4 inch line down there. I'm not even going to get my scoreboard out. I'm just going to do this off the fly. And then you fold this part down to here. Okay, and that's your first piece. So you need to do that to all of your papers. So all of the ones that you want to do, make a 1/4 inch score line, if you want to, down here, and then literally just fold it, line it up and fold it in half down there to create your 2 pieces. Okay, so do all your papers that you're going to do. Okay. So you've got all your papers ready, and then just decide what you're going to do first. Okay, so you get your 2 pieces of paper, decide on which ones you want. So the first one that you put down will be your back piece and your very front pocket. The second one that you put down will be your inner pockets. So you just need to decide which way you want it and how much you want of it to show. I don't know which one I've done that. Okay, then what we do, so you've got your 2 pieces. So you line your piece up on your board. This is the easiest way that I found to do it. If you don't want to do your 1/4 inch, you can just glue these down. You don't need to do that part. I'm just going to burnish that in. Then you get your second piece, whichever your inside pockets are going to be, and you pop that on to about 1 inch down from the top of your first page. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring this one up. You're going to bring this one up to 1 inch on this side, okay? And then we're going to burnish that down. Okay. So that it looks like that. Then with this one, you're going to bring that up and you're going to match that to your inch as well. And that's it. You've got it right there. There's your 4 pockets and all your flip downs. Now, when I saw the original video, she sews with a sewing machine across here because it's just, I've tried gluing it as well and it doesn't work. You don't get the flow of the waterfall or anything. Now, if you just wanted to make these like sort of pockets, which means you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could have actually 8 pockets if you actually glued it all up together and just had it on a page like that, which would still be cool. But I didn't really want to get my sewing machine out the other night when I was doing it. So I literally did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch along there. And I'll show you here. I literally just did a stitch and closed them while I was sat watching TV. So I made them all up first, and then I pamphlet stitched them together, and it's enough to hold it. I mean, you're not going to be putting anything overly weighty in here. So it's perfect. So if you don't have a sewing machine, I mean, do it on a sewing machine if you want to, but if you don't have one, there is a way to do it. And that is just by pamphleting, stitching those together. So what you would do now is you would decide on what knots you want in your pockets. You would ink all the way around, and you would glue your sides down. Okay. So we'll do that now. I want to put some notches in. And this is my new favourite tool. So I only want it in one part. Okay. Then in this part. So we're just going to notch them all. You can use whatever you have as a notcher. I use quite a lot of punches, different punches to do mine sometimes. And use tab punches, all sorts of punches you can use to make notches. You don't need a circle punch, although most of us have probably got one of those. But you can use other things. Okay, so there we have it. So we've done our notches. We're going to ink all the way around. And I'll speed this bit up for you. That is literally how quick and easy it is. And, you know, it's perfect. I just absolutely think it's great. So you do get that extra bit if you wanted to have like a full page and you wanted your tab to stick out the top of your journal. I think that'd be quite cool. And I did do one of those ones that I've already done. I did in a 1.5 as well. And then we're just going to notch these out. Now, I'm showing you this because in Cara Renee's video, she mentioned that she doesn't like the white behind. And the other little trick I have is if you have them all together like this, just get a pencil, sort of level it up halfway. Oh, I don't want to be doing that, do I? So let it face you, level it up to where you think you're going to be putting your first mark, and then just mark your ends on one side. And then when you come to notch your pieces, you line it up there and cut that out. But don't throw your little pieces away. We have a plan. Because, yeah, it came to me because Cara Renee doesn't like to see the white behind, which is understandable because it isn't always a nice aesthetic. And I've always sort of just inked it in reality. So, and then I thought, well, there is no real reason why we can't just do something different. So let me just cut these out. So I'm going to keep those for a second and then we'll go over. So that sort of gives you an equal up and down when you've got pockets like this. And you can just rub your lines out. Okay. And as I said, you can do them in different... So to use your tab, if you wanted to use this one, do the same again. Line it up to where you think the middle is. And then just draw a line down there. And then all you need to do is get your tab in. I line it then with where it starts to go. There we go. And we're going to keep these tabs as well. You don't need to keep the white ones because your paper's already white. And it's just something a little bit different. Okay, and then you've got all of those lined up as well. So that's your notch lesson for today. Let me just see where that other pattern piece is. There it is. So I want those in just a jiff, and I'll show you. So I did that one a bit long, never mind. So now we're just going to fasten one of them up, and we'll do this one because this is the one we started with. So we're going to ink all the way around, and I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll come back. Okay, so we're all inked up. I've done all three, and then all we're going to do is we're just going to fasten it together. So before you close anything with your glue, you need to ink all the way around and make sure you've got your notches in, because it's a bit harder to do once you haven't got those in. Now I'm just going to open it up, and then I'm just going to glue all the way down here. Now all I do is just stick a little bead right in the middle and just close that up. Okay. Give it a good make sure that all of your burnishing has been done quite well, because otherwise it will. That should be this way, not that way. And now I'm out of sync with that. That's it. You can also do it this way. That goes in there. So you can always do it this way. I'm just going to re-burnish. So rather than open it up in full, go down this one first. If you find that, because it will all depend on how thick your papers are, to whether it's better to open it completely or to do it this way. Because when you do it as a complete piece, it can go off sync because you've got this crease in it. So if it's easier for you to do it this way, just do it this way. Okay, and then you do your 3-hole pamphlet stitch in the bottom of there. So I'll just get these ones done. Okay, so a few lessons learnt there. Don't open your sheet of paper up. It will be much easier if you glue whilst it's folded. So make sure it's all burnished as flat as possible, and then just glue your seams up. And I just like to put a little bit down, look, because it'll save you any seepage, or not too much seepage, on those pockets. So if you put it down the middle of your crease, then you'll be fine. Perfect. So what I want to do next is, I didn't keep them for this one. So for this one, I literally would just, if you've got white bits showing, I'd just get my ink and just rub it, just to take the glare of that white away. I mean, if you like the white, then leave the white. It's just down to personal preference. But this is one of the ways that you can cover those up so that it's not so much in your face. If you want to do the other trick, and that is, this one goes there, this one goes there, this one goes there, and this one goes there. And I'm not going to ink them. I'm just going to get my glue. I'm going to pop a bit of glue on there, and I'm literally just going to stick that back down into place. And what I like to do is I like to go a little bit lower so that my my inked edge shows. It just looks as if then that the paper is inside. It's just an easier way to do it. And I love this idea. I think it's really cool. Just gives that sort of semi-illusion. Make sure you've opened your pocket though. Sort of gives that semi-illusion of it being completely covered. But it matches, and that's what I like about it. I mean, if you want to cover your inside, then print double-sided. I mean, it's fine to do whatever suits you best. I just quite like this idea. Saves on ink and paper and all sorts of stuff. So just bring it down. Oh, I'm way off there. Just bear with me. There we go. Just bring it down just a little bit to give the illusion that it is all covered. Not too far because you want the paper to match. And there you have it. That's another way to do your white notched bits if you wish. Which I just think is such a cool idea. This isn't unique to me, by the way. And there you have that. So that all looks like it's all matching again, which is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so we can do these two as well. Now, I wouldn't bother with those because I've inked them up anyway, but it's because it's on that sort of paper, so there's no real point. But what I would do is put these ones in. So we'll do that as well. Give it a bit of glue. Get it the right way up, okay? Don't know which one this is. It must be this one. Okay. Slightly down. Across this side. Release and there we go. And then this one goes this side. Wrong way around. Okay, bring it over a little. Okay, and there you have those ones as well. So we've got those ones done. As I say, your next step then would be to stitch. I'm not going to do that on camera purely because it's been done 1,000 times. And then all you would do then is decorate. How cool are they? So here's the ones that we have that are decorated up, just to give you some ideas of how I did it. I won't show you on that one. On that one. So I literally just did a collage on the front and put something in the pockets. I then did different papers on these two for writing with a little embellishment on. Same on the inside of there and the same on the inside of there, and just filled up my pockets. Perfect. I mean, the profile's quite flat as well. And as I say, as a closure, all you need to do is when you pop it on your page is stick some ribbon around to close this part, or you can do it that way and just tie a ribbon. I mean, you could always have Velcro dots if you wanted to. I think it'd be quite cool. I do think it'd lie flat without a closure, to be honest. But yeah, just I would also ink up I used a very thin white thread on my 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Just go over it with a bit of ink and it's hardly noticeable. But I just love them. I just absolutely love them. Same here, just a little bit of embellishments, some extra bits. I would tab these ones. But yeah, I think they are fabulous. And I love this grungy one. So nice. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've got some inspiration from that also. I give another big shout out to Be Reborn Art and Healing, to Cara Renee for the fabulous inspiration. It was great. I just love this project and it was just so quick and easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed that. Join me next time and I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.